Jayson Tatum is the one. As far as the Boston Celtics are concerned, that statement holds good. Despite all the uncertainty regarding his performance earlier, Tatum has proved to the entire world and himself that he's one of the select few players in the league who can single-handedly carry his team to victory. But how? In this video, we'll talk about why he's the man for the job and the changes he's made to his diet after the final loss. First off, Jayson Tatum-headed Celtics might have enough steam for a deep season run. Experts agree that the Boston Celtics are certainly one of the teams that have the potential to make a deep run in the season. The Celtics starting lineup is a full-fledged powerhouse, featuring Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, Al Horford, and Jayson Tatum. There's one catch though, they should all be healthy enough to play. Having said that, the Celtics have a lot of steam even in their benched players. It wouldn't be wrong to say that many of the players' sidelines on the Celtics side of the court would be starting athletes on other teams in the league. One obvious example is Malcolm Brogdon, the 2016 Rookie of the Year. On that note, this is the same team that staged an epic comeback just last season. The Celtics were seriously lagging until the middle of the season. However, by the season's end, their overall season stats improved, and they finished just 2 games short of an NBA championship. Maybe this would be their year. You never know. Moving on, why were there doubts regarding Tatum to begin with? Although the last season proved to be perfect for the Celtics, the team ran into ups and downs over the course of the season. Midway through the season, the Celtics seemed to be making their way to the NBA lottery. Their stats were in shambles. They had an 18-21 record and seemed to be taking one beating after another on the court. Although they were able to stage a comeback later, the press was full of doubts about the Celtics and their star player, Jayson Tatum. We believe it was only natural that everyone jumped onto the bandwagon, asking whether Tatum was indeed the right man for the Celtics. The media kept discussing whether Jayson was worthy of the title of the best player on a championship-worthy team, and these questions weren't limited to the press. They slowly crept their way into the 24-year-old's mind too. Needless to say that he was young, and such phrases have never been kind to an athlete, but they're important nevertheless, since these are exactly what test a player's grit and mental toughness. Up next, Tatum shushed all the doubts. Past the mid of the season, Tatum emerged as the true star he had always been. He unequivocally answered all the questions people had surrounding him and his performance. Moreover, he also silenced the negative thoughts he had in his own mind. The wing took his game to an altogether different level, and the team began to turn things around slowly. He improved his average to an eye-popping 28 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game. All this he achieved while shooting 37% from beyond the arc on a staggering 8.6 attempts per contest. That's some seriously impressive stuff. In the latter half of the season, the Celtics managed to post an astounding 33-10 record and turned their season around. The effort proved enough for the team to push themselves into a deep playoff run. Tatum then suffered some injuries in the playoffs, but still stuck around to carry his team to the NBA final. Yes, things went south in the final moments of the season, and the Celtics failed to take home the Larry O'Brien trophy. But they cleared up all doubts regarding their franchise, and most importantly, Tatum gave a befitting reply to all those who doubted his leadership and status. Fast forward to this year, the Celtics headed into the NBA season 2023 as the favorites to win the championship. Next up, Tatum's response to the whole fiasco. Well, on an episode of In Depth with Graham Bensinger, Jayson opened up about his struggle last year. The doubts finally got to him, he admitted. He stated that he was a 23-year-old player shouldering the burden of huge expectations. He was expected to be a good leader, teammate, and most importantly, the best player on a championship-worthy team. He added that all of his efforts were focused on the game and his team. He admitted that the Celtics were under 500 for around 4 games, and that proved to be one of the toughest starts of the season for him and the team. He added that there were times when he doubted himself. However, such moments were short-lived, and he was able to pull himself back swiftly. Giving an insight into his thought process, the 24-year-old remarked that he questioned whether it was good enough to be the best of the best, something that he had aspired to be. He admitted that some games made him second-guess his abilities and ambition. However, he managed to stick with them. In a nutshell, Tatum is ready ready. The Celtics have unfinished business at the finals, and he's just the man to help them finish it. He's ready, has his head in the right place, and has managed to put everyone's doubts to rest as well. Coming up next, why Jayson changed his diet after their loss to the Warriors. First up, the core reason behind his diet change. During the 2022 season, Jayson led the league in the number of minutes played. Despite his young age, all that work entailed a lot of fatigue that ended up taking its toll on his performance toward the end of the season. When the Boston Celtics faced the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals, he shot only 36.7% from the field and posted the highest number of turnovers in the team, around 23. Ultimately, Boston fell to Golden State at the end of the 6-game series. Befitting of his stature, Tatum picked himself up, thought everything through, and instead of complaining about the increased workload, he decided to improve his endurance. One part of that endeavor was switching to a better and healthier diet, and that's precisely why the internet has gone crazy over the 24-year-old making some changes to his diet. Moving on, Jayson's point of view. During an interview with Graham Bensinger, the 24-year-old revealed that the decision to make changes to his diet was an easy one. He stated that after his finals experience, he wanted to improve his endurance and said to himself that he needed to make adjustments to his diet. He also remarked that he had never been on a diet before, so it felt a little weird having to keep off things when he had always eaten what he wanted to. He argued, however, that he just wanted to try out different ways to give himself that edge in the game. He added that he was trying to eat better, eat consistently, lose body fat, and put on more muscle. He also revealed that he also got a chef to prepare 3 meals for him every day. Needless to say that he seems determined to bring out a better form on the court this season. Lastly, what changes did he make to his diet, and are they helping? For a guy like Jayson, it's all about eating healthy things and keeping off those extra and dirty calories. So, as per the Celtics forward, he won't be enjoying the foods he otherwise gorged on regularly. These include fried items such as French fries and other fast foods. Although that may sound like a lot of work to an average person, the forward believes that the diet change won't be a challenge for him. Why so? Because he's focused on the benefits it would accrue for him in the court. He stated that anything that could help him perform better on the field, he would be willing to try from day one. As far as the benefits go, it seems that the diet is, in fact, working for the Celtics forward. From all the games he has made an appearance in this year, he's looking sharper and more athletic. Just after 4 games, he managed to win the title of Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Moreover, he looks leaner, has more stability in his shots, and can move about the court more swiftly and accurately. If we talk about stats, he has improved by a lot in all metrics. He's averaging a whopping 32.5 points per game so far this season, and a further improvement seems likely. For perspective, it's already a career-high average for him. What's more, the Celtics are also clearly benefiting from his form since they're leading 3-1 in the season. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on Jayson Tatum being the right man for the Boston Celtics to carry them to the NBA championship? Would he be able to win it for them? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.